And normally what I teach in Vinyasa flow, it's a little more for beginners. So it's a little slower with a lot of cues and a lot of attention to the inside body, the breathing. Okay, so we're gonna start in our mats on our backs. So if you have your mat, please come and with control, slowly try to find all your spine on the ground. The knees are open wide on the edges of the mat, and the knees can touch. So we are in this constructive rest. We call this posture. Yeah. Well, you can choose variations of this posture. If you want your soles of your feet to touch and open wide your knees, that's fine. But the posture I was suggesting is with the knees touching on top and the soles of your feet open wide on the here. So my knees are touching and my feet are open wide. Yes, good. So find a very comfortable position for your spine. See if your lower back is really touching the ground. I invite you to close your eyes if you want to. I'm gonna stay in this posture for a little bit so we ground ourselves first. Bring your attention to your breath and focus this breathing, initial breathing of our class into your belly. Notice the movement of your navel going up as you inhale and you feel your chest and your belly with air. And notice the navel going towards your spine as you exhale. Continue to breathe and pay attention to the movement of your body. And slowly we can set an intention for this class. I'll bring you just the suggestion for the subject, which is embracing the transitions in our lives. The same as in yoga, the transition between postures is always like a gray space. It's similar to the end of an exhale where we complete and let go and embrace the next breath. The full expression of a pose comes within this transitional space. The space between the poses is a passageway full of information about our practice and our lives. And we have this tendency to focus so much sometimes to the goal, to the end result, and we don't enjoy the process, the journey, each moment that we're going through. Sometimes is even more important than the destination. So with your own words, try to set an intention for this class that can be related to your physical body, emotional, mental body. Whatever is happening in our lives, what can we pay more attention to each step of the process? And don't worry so much, especially in this class, if you are or not able to perform any posture. All the work we do in our bodies to get there, it is the most important part of the class. Continue to bring your attention to your breath. Still in our backs on the mat. Slowly, you can open your eyes. Start bringing some movement to your knees from side to side. Slowly, no rush. Waking up our lower backs. Waking up the hips. In your own time, when you're ready, place your heels very close to your glutes, pressing the heels on the mat. Feet are parallel now. Press your palms to the mat, engaging the muscles of our core. See if you can try to bring your navel towards your spine. On the next inhale, engage your legs. Energetically press one knee against the other. Press the heels on the mat and lift your hips slowly while you inhale the air. If you feel you have some discomfort in your lower back, you don't have to bring the hips too high, just a little bit off the ground. Good, stay there for 3, 2, 1. Slowly exhale the air and lower your hips down. We're gonna do this again, and we're gonna add additional arms movement here. So engage your glutes, legs, press the heels. Inhale, lift the hips, and lift your arms too, and extend them overhead, if it's possible. If your body is saying no, you have discomfort in your shoulder, just keep the hips up. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring arms and hips down with control. Good. One more time, and we're gonna add another movement. So pay attention to the cues at the end. Inhale, press the heels, engage your core, glutes, legs, hips go up as you inhale, arms go up. Relax your shoulders on the mat. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring the hips down, arms down, and before the palms touch the floor, lift your torso, lift your shoulders and chest. You're like looking towards your belly button. Doing a little bit of crunch here. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Complete the exhale. Lower your body all the way to the mat. Let's do one more time. All those 3 movements together. Find your breathing. Engage the muscles. Legs, your navel to spine. Press the palms on the ground. Press your heels on the mat. Inhale, let's do it together. Hips go up, arms go overhead. As you inhale, hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lowering everything down. Don't touch the palms on the mat yet, but your heels are down, your hips are down, sorry. Now come and crunch, lifting shoulders and chest. Look towards your belly button. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. Exhale all the air. And now you can bring another movement to your knees again, like a windshield wiper from side to side. Slow movement. Neutralizing our spine if it was any discomfort in the lumbar, lower back. Good. Come back to center, to stillness. Extend your right leg up. Engage the right foot. And see if you can bring a little closer to your chest until it's possible for you to reach your arms or your two hands behind your thigh, your right thigh. The left foot continues to be in the mat. Giving a little extra stretch here to the hamstring of the right leg. And once you find a comfortable position where you can actually relax your shoulders on the mat, pay attention, see if your neck is really loose and not stressed out with this movement. And start circling, stretching here your toes and your feet, your foot, your right foot, making small circles here, waking up the joints of your right foot. As you circle, you can point the toes too. See if you can find movement to the whole foot. Whatever you are, you can change the directions of the circle now. Continue to try to push your leg towards your chest while you do this, which we're still working out our hamstring. Good. Relax the foot, relax the leg, let the foot touch the ground. Now extend the left leg up. Same thing, engage your core, bring the leg towards your chest, and then when it's possible, reach for the hands behind your left thigh. Circle your foot, waking up the joints, finding movement even for the toes. Sometimes we don't remember to wiggle our toes during the day. Continue to breathe and change the direction of the circles. Checking with your shoulders, make sure you're not putting stress in your neck. Good. Now release the hands, release the leg, and hug both knees towards your chest. Here again, you can find some movement from side to side. Come back to your breathing. Anytime we hug the knees towards the chest, towards our torso, and actually give a squeeze to our organs, we are helping our digestive system. So always remember, it's a simple posture, simple movement that can really benefit your body. Good. Extend both legs up towards the sky. Knees can be slightly bent, it's okay. Now point your toes. See, you're gonna see some engagement on your leg in the front of your shin. It's okay, you don't have to point too strongly. And press the hands, the palms on the mat. This is gonna be your stability too. The hands and arms by your side is gonna help you on the movement here. We're gonna work a little bit more our core. Since our class today, it is focused on the core. Inhale, keep pointing your toes. Exhale, lower 45 degrees your right leg. Continue to point the toes. Inhale, come back to center with that leg. Exhale, lower the left leg 45 degrees. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lower right leg. Again, inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lower left leg. Pay attention to your core and to your shoulders. Come back to center. Lower right leg. See if you're creating too much tension on your shoulders and neck. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, left leg. Try to keep your torso strong. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, right leg goes 45. Good. One more time. Inhale, come back to center. Left leg. This is the last one. Good. Come back to center. And now hug your knees again, but open your knees a little bit wider. Keep the soles of the feet towards the sky and see if you can reach both hands on the outside of your soles. Happy baby posture. If it's not possible to reach your feet, you can always hug the outside of your thighs. Same posture, just a variation. So whatever is available to you. If you are holding your feet, see if you can relax your shoulders on the mat, pulling a little bit more the legs towards your chest or the outside of your torso. Actually, they are open, so we are opening up the hips. At the same time, we're still giving a little massage to our organs from the sides. There's still like some sort of a pressure here, but it's it benefits us. So try to breathe in this posture. Listen to the sound of your breathing. Good. Release the soles of your feet. Let them touch the ground and roll you to whatever side. Roll your whole body to a fetal position. Can be the right side or the left side. Transitioning to all fours. So use one hand to press the ground. Lift your torso up and see if you can come down to all fours. That means hands and knees on the mat, on your own speed, no rush here. Find your way to the mat. Hands are aligned with our shoulders, knees aligned with our hips. We're tabletop position. Check your spine, see if you have a flat back. Press all fingers to the mat. See if you can release the pressure we normally put in our wrists in this posture. Good. Inhale. Let your belly drop. Look up towards the sky. Tailbone up. Cow pose. Exhale. Round your back. Look towards your belly. Again, inhale. Look up. Drop your belly. See if you can send the focus of your breathing to your neck. We're stretching the front of our neck. Exhale, round your back. Chin to chest. Tailbone in. Again, inhale. Look up. Cow pose. Exhale, round your back. Cat pose. Stretching. Come back to center. Neutral spine. Check with your fingers and your wrists. See if you have any pressure here. Please press more your fingertips than your wrists. And extend your right leg back, pressing the right toes on the mat. Find some movement back and forth with your hips. Waking up a little more our toes, right toes in this case now. Good. Now let's test it out, our core work we did previously. Inhale, engage your navel towards your spine. Strong core here. Lift from the ground your right foot. Doesn't need to be too high. Find your balance here. Press equally to both hands, but move, shift your weight a little bit more to the right palm. And now try to extend your left arm overhead, finding core strength and balance at the same time. Right leg is strong. Continue to breathe. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Release. Hand the knee to the mat. Come back to center. Find some free movement. Hips from side to side. Release the pressure from your wrists. We're going to do the same thing for the left side. If you have sensibility in your knees, you feel like already on one side, you can place a blanket or a towel under your knees. Same thing here. Extend left leg backwards. Press the toes of your left foot. Bring some movement back and forth with your whole torso. Waking up our left foot. Check with your wrists. Press the tips of your fingers. Come back to stillness. Inhale, lift the left leg up from the ground. Engage all your core. Shift your weight to the left palm. And the next, extend your right arm overhead. Same thing we did with the left side. Finding balance. See if you can square your hips down. Pressing the tips of your fingers. Exhale, lower everything down. And shift your weight now back into child's pose. You can open your knees wide or keep them closed. Extend both arms in front of you. Forehead on the mat. Or if you want to use a second variation, you can have your arms backwards, still by your side. Puts a little more pressure on your head. Choose a variation for your body. Revisit your intention for this class. Can we pay more attention to all the steps of our lives, all the actions we work on and in our final goals or our long-term goals related to the body in this class? Can we bring always our attention to this whole process of transitioning from one posture to another and not be so attached to just perform this or that pose? Press your hands on the mat. Start walking your hands towards your body, kind of prepping for all fours on the mat first. If you have to close your knees a little closer, tuck your toes behind you, pressing the tips of your fingers. Lift your knees first. Find your strong core here. And lift your hips up and back into the first downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. The main goal for this posture is a very long spine. So try to press equally both hands on the mat. Find some space in between shoulders and neck and ears. So you can energetically be pressing your chest towards your thighs. Knees can be slightly bent. Heels don't have to touch the mat. If you want to explore, you can start pedaling your heels to the mat and see how it feels to your hamstrings, muscles of your legs. What happens when you shift your body from side to side? What happens to your hips? Continue to press equally both hands on the mat. Inhale, try to bring both feet on the center of your mat. Inhale, bring the right leg up, extending your whole leg towards the sky. Exhale, bring knee to nose. Find your core here and step this foot in between your hands, lowering your left knee on the mat. We're preparing for Anjaneyasana. Check with your right foot. See if your heel is aligned with your right knee. Good. Find your core, pressing both hands on the mat. Engage navel towards the spine. Engage that left leg that is supporting you too. On the next inhale, try to bring your torso and your arms overhead, extending your whole body up. Good. If you need more balance support here, tuck your left toes on the mat. Good. Keep breathing. Check with your hips. See if you can bring the left hip forward and the right hip backwards. Contract the right glutes, pressing firmly the right foot on the mat. Good. Exhale, bring hands to heart, to the mat. Lift your left knee from the mat, step your right foot behind, and slowly go back to downward facing dog again. Hips back and down, back and up, sorry. Couple breaths here. Both feet on the middle of your mat. You can bend slightly your knees. Explore the alignments we already reviewed for this posture. Long spine. Inhale, lift and extend your left leg up. Long leg. Continue to extend and lengthen your spine as well. Exhale, bring knee to nose. Find your core. Step this foot between the hands. Lower right knee down. Again, Anjaneyasana on the other side. You can keep your right toes engaged and tucked. So that way it gives you more stability when we lift our torso. Find your strong core here. Inhale, bring your torso up and your arms overhead if it's possible. If it's not possible, you're losing your balance, you can keep your hands on your heart. Check with your hips and your lower back. Do you have any discomfort in your lower back? If you don't, you can explore with a little bit more back bend here, slightly, not too much. Continue to pay attention to your breathing. Strong legs supporting your body. Exhale, bring both hands to heart, to the mat. Pressing the hands equally. Lift your right knee from the mat and step backwards. Again, moving hips up and back into downward facing dog. Let's find our breath here. Deep inhale. Fill your chest, your belly with air. Exhale. Let it all go. All the attachments we have to get at some point to finally finish something in our lives. But we can enjoy the process so much, so why keeping our attention so much to the end? Continue to breathe. On the next inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, walk towards your hands. We meet in Uttanasana, our chest towards our thighs, bend, knees are slightly bent, hands on the mat. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Inhale, bring both hands on your shin or in front of you, lengthening your spine, Ardha Uttanasana. You can look forward or to the mat. See where is comfortable for your neck. Exhale, again, Uttanasana. Bend your knees, lower your torso all the way down, chest towards your thighs. And explore Uttanasana if you wanted to hold on your opposite elbows and let the gravity work a little more, trying to bring your whole spine down, finding lengthening on your lower back as well. Explore if you want to extend a little bit more your legs, Feeling a little bit more deep on your hamstrings as well. And together, let it go at the elbows. Bend your knees and slowly bring yourself all the way up, one vertebra at a time, rolling up your body all the way to extended position to Tadasana mountain pose. Good. If you're not already, step in front of your mat. We're going to do some rounds of sun salutation. Today we're going to see um, Surya Namaskar the traditional way, the way Hatha, classic Hatha yoga teaches. So the sound and Sanskrit of each posture are a little bit different than we normally see in Ashtanga type of classes. So let's just review first our alignments for Tadasana mountain pose. I invite you to close your eyes for a couple breaths. Have your hands and your arms by your side. Bring your attention to the breathing again. And at this time, since we're going to move with a little bit more speed in Surya Namaskar, I think it's the best for us to try to engage in the Ujjayi breath if that's possible for you. So inhale and exhale from your nose, mouth is slightly closed. As you exhale, especially, you're going to feel it's possible to contract slightly the back of your throat. And that will create a little bit of similar sound of the ocean waves, sorry. It's strange at first, but you get used to the sound and the fact that the breathing helps us to sync the movement with our attention, with the air going in and out of our bodies. So stay with me and just try. If you forget, that's okay. We go back to our navel breathing too, as possible. So press both feet on the mat, spread your toes on the ground. Notice if you are equally distributing your weight on both feet. Press the heels. Engage all the muscles of your legs. Imagine you have a block in between your legs. Press this block with your thighs. Contract your glutes. Engage your core, navel to spine. Inhale. Bring both shoulders towards your ears and exhale. Relax the shoulders back and down, opening your chest. Arms by your side, palms facing forward. Check the alignment with your ears and your shoulders. Chin slightly in. You can open your eyes if you're not already. Inhale, bring both arms up, stretching the side bodies. Hasta Uttanasana. You can look up if you want to. Exhale, bend from your hips, bend your torso forward, coming down to the mat with our hands, or the hands don't touch is okay. Let your chest rest towards your thighs. This is Padahastasana. Continue to exhale and inhale here. And the next inhale, plant your hands on the mat. Step your right foot back on a very long step and lower your right knee to the mat. Good. Find your core. Sanchalanasana. Try to look up, extending and stretching the front side of your neck. Good. Continue with your right toes tucked in on the mat. Press the hands and step this left foot together with the right. We are in high plank. Let's try to hold for 3, 2, 1. If you could or not, lower your knees down, chest and chin. Continue to have your hips up. Just chest, chin, and knees on the mat. We're prepping for Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, slide your body forward, lifting your chest and your shoulders off the mat for Bhujangasana Cobra. Good. Try to release the pressure on your shoulders. Good. Exhale down and pressing your torso back and up into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Adjust your feet on the mat. Heels can touch or not. It's fine. Bend the knees if you cannot extend them both, that's okay. Or you can paddle one heel at a time. Again, the main goal is lengthening the spine. So press equally both hands on the mat, finding space between shoulders and ears. Continue to breathe. Feet together in the middle of the mat. Inhale. Bring your right knee to your nose and step that foot on the ground, lowering left knee now to the mat. Sanchalanasana again. We're finishing up the right side. Look up if you can. Keep your core strong. Inhale. Step this left foot together to the right, coming back to the front of the mat. Padahastasana again. Chest towards your thighs. Rest here for a breath. Strong legs, strong feet pressing the mat. Inhale, lower, come with all your body up, extending your arms overhead. Hasta Uttanasana again. Good stretch. Look up if you can. And exhale, bring hands to your heart, Pranamasana. Good, that was the right side. Let's try the same thing with the left. Continue to pay attention to your breathing. See if you can contract slightly the back of your throat. Breathing in and out from your nose. Ujjayi breath. Inhale, extend arms, look up, Hasta Uttanasana. Exhale, fold from your hips. Padahastasana, chest towards your thighs. Relax your neck, relax your head. Good. Plant your hands on the mat. Step your left foot back. Lower the left knee on the mat. Strong core. Find alignment between right heel and right knee. With the strong core, try to look up, stretching the front of your neck. Exhale. Step your right foot back into high plank, Kumbhakasana. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower knees, chin and chest to the mat. Hips are up. Ashtanga Namaskar. Exhale. Here, inhale. Push yourself up, your chest forward for Bhujangasana. The rest of your body is touching the mat. Strong hands. Exhale, press your hands and move your torso back and up into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Stay here for a couple breaths. Anytime you feel you wanted to exhale from your mouth, you're welcome to. It releases faster any tension on your body. If you're feeling overheated, also it helps you to cool down a little faster. Inhale. Bring your left knee towards your ear nose. Step your left foot on the mat. Lower your right knee to the mat. Good. Sanchalanasana again. Try to look forward or up. Stretching the front of our necks. Press both hands on the mat. Inhale. And come Stepping this right foot together with the left. Padahastasana again. Chest towards your thighs. Good. Strong legs. Press the heels on the mat. Bend your knees. Inhale, lift your torso and your body all the way up. Hasta Uttanasana. Extending arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring both hands to your heart. Pranamasana. Again. Let's do this one more time. Since I gave a lot of cues on this first round, let's try with a little less cues, a little bit more speed. Surya Namaskar always brings so much heating and movement of energies in our bodies. So it's very, very benefit to us to do a couple rounds of it. Bring your attention to your breathing. Continue to engage in Ujjayi breath, or just pay attention to your belly button as you breathe in and out. Inhale, extend arms up, look up, Hasta Uttanasana. Exhale, fold from your hips, chest towards your thighs, Padahastasana. Inhale, step your right foot back, right knee on the mat, Sanchalanasana. Look up if you can, strong core. Exhale, step left foot back, Kumbhakasana, high plank. Stay for 3, 2, 1. Lower knee, chest and chin to the mat, Ashtanga Namaskara. Inhale, slide your body forward, lifting your chest, Bhujangasana Cobra. Exhale, press the hands, move your torso back and up into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring right knee to your nose, step the right foot in between hands, lower left knee down. Sanchalanasana. Again, tuck your left toes, lift your left knee from the mat, step left foot together with the right, Padahastasana. Chest toward thighs, strong foot and legs, bend your knees, inhale, come all the way up, arms overhead, Hasta Uttanasana. Exhale, hands to heart, Pranamasana. Last time to the left side. Inhale, extend both arms, Hasta Uttanasana. Exhale, bend from your knees, slowly, no rush. Hands relax on the mat, chest towards your thighs, Padahastasana. Engage your core, step your left foot back, left knee on the mat, Sanchalanasana. Tuck your left toe, step your right foot back, high plank, Kumbhakasana. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower knees, chest and chin on the mat, Ashtanga Namaskara. Hips are up. Inhale, slide your body forward, lifting chest and shoulders, Bhujangasana Cobra. Exhale, press the hands, move your torso back and up for Adho Mukha Svanasana. Adjust your posture, find your breath. Inhale, bring your left knee to the nose, step left foot in between your hands, lower right knee to the mat, Sanchalanasana. Stretch your neck, try to look forward or upward. Exhale, step right foot together with the left, Padahastasana. Chest over your thighs, relax your shoulder, your neck. Strong legs, step, press both feet on the mat equally. Inhale, bring all the way up your body and hands and arms. Hasta Uttanasana. Exhale, both hands on the heart. Pranamasana. Good. Release the control of the breathing now. Exhale all the air from your lungs. Revisit your intention for this class. It's so easy for me to say, let's focus on the transition instead of the postures. The postures are so interconnected with the transitions. At least we're trying. We can only try, bringing our attention again and again to every moment. Good, relax your arms, relax the breathing. Come to the center of your mat. If you wanted to look at the camera, it's fine. Doesn't have a need to be in front of the mat. Now let's just do a couple balance poses to see if all the work we did for our core actually helped us. So first, try to have hip distance parallel to the mat and to each other. Good. And try to shift your weight to the left leg. Feel like you're moving your whole body to the left leg. Release the right heel from the mat and slowly try to bring your knee 90 degrees up off the ground. Bend a little bit the supporting knee. That will give you a little bit more help on the balance for this posture. What also help for balance is to find a focus point in front of you, either a little bit lower or straight forward, which is going to help you to maintain your balance for the postures. Bring your left hand on top of your right knee, and you can stay right here with the right arm extended by your side. And this can be it for you. Just stay where it's available to you. Remember, keep remembering to slightly bend the left knee, which is supporting your whole body here. Good. If you want a little more challenge, slowly you can try to extend this right arm behind you, which is going to give you a little more twist. Your whole spine is twisting now. Of course, it changes the focus point where you're seeing or where you're looking at now. So try to keep up with your balance. Good. And whenever you're ready, come back to center. If you can, release the arms first. Try to bring your hands to your heart. We are still, if you need to touch the floor, that's fine, or keep your right knee up and bend a little more deep the left knee now. We are kind of almost sitting like we are sitting on a chair. And try to bring your right foot on top of your left thigh. Now you can see my back. I'm going to turn so you can see my back. You can sit your hips a little bit backwards and bend a little bit more the left leg. Good. Trying again to find your focal point here. Your focal point is your drishti. It really helps you with balance. Try to keep breathing. Don't need to engage in Ujjayi breath, but you can pay attention to your navel and to your belly. Slowly extend your torso, release your leg, both legs on the mat, release your arms, bring some shaking to your whole body here. You can walk in place to just give a little movement to your legs and shake your arms. Resetting the posture now for the other side. Basically, we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Pay attention first. Notice the difference between one leg and the other, one side of the body and the other after all this sort of a tension that we put into the posture to stay in balance and stay strong at the same time internally with our muscles and core, especially. So try to shift your weight to the right leg now, releasing the left heel from the mat, and slowly try to bring your left knee up 90 degrees. Bring a little bend to your right knee, supporting your posture here. Good. Bring your right hand to the left knee. Same thing we did before, extending the left arm to the side. And this can be it for you. Stay here. Or if you want a more challenge, you can try to extend, moving your left arm to the back of the room, which is twisting. It makes you twist your whole spine. Also switches and changes your focal point, your drishti, to a like sort of a 45-degree angle. If you want to even more challenge, you can try to look at your left hand. Continue to breathe. Pay attention to your belly. Listening to your breathing. Slowly try to come back to center. Hands on your heart. Keep your knee up if it's possible. Making a little bit of switch here. Try to bend your right knee a little deeper now and place this left foot on top of your right thigh. Now move your hips backwards, bending a little bit from the hips, your torso forward, sort of like a variation of chair, but we have this weird posture uh, with our foot on top of our thigh. It's sort of a figure four standing mixed with chair. Whew, I'm losing my balance. Let's just have some good sense of humor of our transitions. It's totally okay to be wobbly and to lose it. Continue to breathe. And slowly extend your whole body. Release your legs, release your arms. Walk in place. Bring some movement to your legs, feeling the pressure on your glutes that we did some work here. Good. Now open your legs more, a little bit farther than hip distance. Toes out, heels in. Bring again your hands to your heart. We're going to slowly move our hips down, bending our knees, moving into Malasana yogi squat. So on your own time, see if you can find a transition here. Either maybe you're going to need to close a little more the distance between each legs. Find a point of this posture that is comfortable. At the same time, see if you can find a long spine here. I turn myself so you can see my spine. If it's not possible to touch the heels on the mat, you can still keep your hands in front of you touching the mat. That will give you more balance, and that will help you to actually lengthening your spine. If it's curved like that, putting your hands on the mat and try to move your whole body forward, which kind of lifts the heels from the mat, it helps you to lengthening your whole spine. So try to play and be creative with your posture and notice the sensation. What happens when you have your hands on your heart and your elbows are pressing inside of your thighs, opening up your hips? What happens when you move your hands to the mat and you move your whole body forward, but you can lengthening a little bit more your spine? What is the difference? How does it feel on my body? Take a couple breaths in Malasana. And slowly, what I do this transition the way I can for my own body is I try to put one hand behind me and supporting my fall, I would say, and one hand in front of me. I want to go back to seating my butt on the floor. So I move my buttocks first, And then my feet is all together in front of me. I'm gonna switch my hips a little bit forward, giving more space on the back of my mat so I can roll down. Hold my hands behind the thighs, slowly with control. Lower yourself all the way to the mat like we started this practice today. We are back on our backs. Give yourself a big hug on the knees again. And this is the free creative time of the class where I invite you to use and listen to your body to see if there is any other posture we didn't do it today and your body is asking you to do, to explore, to stretch, or maybe just stay in stillness on that posture. What is it telling you? What is your breathing telling you too? Use your creativity, your curiosity. And slowly, whatever you are, which posture you are, we're going to start transitioning to Shavasana. So try to extend all your legs to the mat if it's possible. Check with your lower back, with your hips, arms by your side, palms can be facing upward to the sky. Relax your shoulder, relax your neck, close your eyes. Revisit your intention for this class. Yoga reminds us that life is always in transition. Every day is new, and each new day invites us to have a fresh mind and an open heart. We often expect the day or ourselves to be the same as yesterday or as it will be tomorrow. But life is full of uncertainty and surprises. In life and in yoga, we need to be present to our individual process. Pay attention to how you move from pose to pose and day to day. When we refine our transitional movement, we learn to fluidly move through life with grace and ease. Those were beautiful words from Melody Beattie. Try to pay attention to your breathing and just relax your whole body. There is no control of breathing now, just normally. Feel the connection between the earth supporting your whole body and all the muscles that we worked today. Now it's so heavy, pressing against the mat, trying to release, to let go. I invite you to continue in Shavasana as long as you can. And I'll just close our asana practice for today. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to practice with you. Translating Namaste. I see myself in you. Namaste. Thank you.